afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/FilmMyRun, on Twitter at FilmMyRun, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax and watch me do all the hard work. Good evening, everyone. So this is the very first race in the Watopia Run Festival weekend. It's an entire weekend of running on the treadmill, and there are hundreds of people supposed to be running in these races over the weekend. And so we are starting with a 5k round the Watopia Run path. And I'm following Group A. So straight into the lead is Jay Ramirez from the USA. It's only 5k. This is going to be over in a matter of minutes. Some of the good 5k runners, I mean, well, the world record is about 12 minutes. And some of the good runners on here will be running 5k in 17, 18 minutes. So, stick with the leader at the moment. There are 91 runners in this race, and they're split over 4 different running groups. So, Group A is the fast group. They're expected to go off quickly. And then there's Group B, Group C, and Group D. They're all doing 5 kilometres, but obviously split into different pace groups. Basically, just keeps different pace groups relatively together. You can see Ramirez here hasn't got a heart rate monitor. I always like to see people's heart rate so I can tell how hard they're working. So we don't know, I don't know Jay Ramirez. I've not seen him race before, so I don't know what his pedigree is. But he's going at 340 per kilometre, which is a decent 5k pace. And that would get him in somewhere 18 minutes, something like that. Grisetti, we do know. Grisetti's in second place. And then we've got M. Franks from Canada just behind him. These are 2 runners I have seen before. M. Franks is from Canada, and she is not got a heart rate. But Grisetti does have a heart rate. 163, so already well into orange zone, zone 4. By the end of this run, he will be in zone 5, really pushing it if he keeps up that pace. Ramirez is off front 7 seconds ahead so far. Grisetti, second place. M. Franks, first lady. And we've got Kipping Ruan from the USA and Norberg. I know Norberg from Sweden. Him a ride on. Kipping, give him a ride on. And M. Franks will give her a ride on as well. Ignore that, I'm actually using my wife's account because my wife was the last person to run on Zwift on this treadmill, and I've automatically logged on and it's just suddenly her account. Hello Ryan and hello Gwyn. What's going on this weekend? Quinn, this is the Watopia Run Festival. Lots of races over the weekend, leading up to the half marathons on Sunday. So there's 5Ks, I think there's 10Ks and half marathons on Sunday. I'm not running. I'm not very well, but also I hadn't planned on running this race tonight. I may run 5K tomorrow if I feel well enough, and I'm definitely going to run the half marathon on Sunday, even if I just jog it through. Like I said, I'm not very well, so not in the mood for racing, really. So Em Franks, she is way ahead as first woman, and then she's only 10 seconds behind Ramirez. Ramirez is still pushing it out of 3:40 per kilometre. Let me just see if I can find anything on Zwift Power about Ramirez. So he's called John Paul Ramirez. Jean-Paul Ramirez has done 112 races on Zwift. How many of those are running races, I don't know. Okay, so almost exclusively cycling. So he's a cyclist, really. I can see one other group run that he did where he came first. So he did a 10K in 37 minutes. So he does, if we take that as read, he does have pedigree to do a time as good as he looks like he's going to do here. But yeah, he's definitely not run very much. I mean, he must be a good runner, but he's not run very much on Zwift. He is a cyclist on Zwift, like I say, 112 races, but not a regular runner on Zwift. But he's really taking this out tonight. Em Franks, let me see if I can find anything about Em Franks. Leslie, I'm not doing Brighton on Sunday. No, I was never signed up for it anyway. There's a Brighton half marathon, by the way, here in the UK. Brighton half marathon is on Sunday. I do often do Brighton half marathon, but this year I hadn't signed up for it anyway. But I am going to jog round the Watopia half marathon here. Yes, John, good numbers. We've got 91 racing today. Quite a few names I do recognise. Em Franks is not listed on Zwift Power, so I don't know her pedigree. Grisetti, who is in third place. This is Jim Grisetti. Heart rate is 164 at the moment. He's running at 350 per kilometre, so still keeping up a really good sub 20-minute time. And he's done 209 runs, 209 races on Zwift. And that's a real mixture. Jim's got a real mixture of running and cycling races. But his pedigree is known. We know he's a good runner, and we know he can do these times. Kerry, hello, thank you. Yes, I've just got a bit of a man flu thing. I've got a bit of a cold, a bit of a tickly cough. I didn't run the Wednesday workout on Wednesday because I felt really bad then, but I'm kind of gradually getting a little bit better, but still got this cough. So Em Franks is doing really, really well, and Grisetti right behind her, sticking with her. Kipping Ruan is just behind them. Let's go back a bit. So we've got Shellard in Group A as well from the UK. He's the first UK runner. Let me see if I can find anything out about him. No, he's not listed on Zwift Power either. And there are other places I can go, but it would take a while. We really haven't got very long. This race will be over very soon. We're already nearly up to 2 kilometres. So, you know, not far off halfway now. There are plenty of places I could go to find out more information about British runners, but it will take me too long to dive in there at the moment, so I won't do that today. So Verdoet from Belgium is running at 4:14 per kilometre. That's just over, well, he's now just stepped it up to 4 minutes per kilometre, so that's 20-minute pace. 20 minutes for a 5k is a decent time. Not up there with the elites, but a very good time. If you're running 5k in 20 minutes, you can be very pleased with that. James Byford says, Corrie's not even on, what's going on? So what, you're watching me and not avoiding Corrie? Ramirez did 36:40 on Zwift. Very good time. Thanks, Tim. So back up, Ramirez is now 36 seconds ahead. He is going to walk away with this 5k today. The first 5k of the Watopia Run Festival series over today, tomorrow and Sunday. Half marathon on Sunday. I will be running in the midday half marathon or early afternoon half marathon. There are quite a few half marathons spread out over Sunday. I will be running one of them. I'll probably commentate on one of them as well, and I'll probably commentate on 1 or 2 races tomorrow. So E. Murphy from Group A, and then we've got Verdoet, and then Group B, R. Penny from Group B from Canada, 162 BPM, 197 steps per minute, and he is pushing it in Group B. He's doing sub 20-minute pace, which is a decent time. Let's see if I can find anything about him. No, I haven't got anything about him in Zwift Power either. The problem is the runners that are listed in Zwift Power, they have to sign up to Zwift Power. They have to give consent for their data to be shared. So not all the runners that are running on Zwift in this race tonight are listed on Zwift Power. If you want to have a look yourself, you can go to zwiftpower.com, and then you can filter for running and filter for this race and have a look at the competitors that are in this race that have signed up to Zwift Power. I am watching chat on Facebook. I'm watching chat on YouTube. If you want to say hello, if you want to ask a question about what's going on, by all means, please do. And if I press this button, I will be able to show you arrows which tell you what's going on. So these are all the competitors in the race. That's a map of the course. And then this is the speed that we're going, and the distance and the time. My level in the game is not listed there because we're watching somebody else. And again, this is for workouts, so that's not relevant. Heart rate and cadence is often displayed there. And there we are, heart rate is there. And kilometre splits is there. That arrow is relevant to when you're doing a workout, so there are some bits of it that don't work here. James Byford, keep up the good work. I always watch when the missus puts Corrie on. Always great and informative videos. Thanks, James. But Corrie's not on, so you're watching now as well, that's good. Thank you. So we're still with Penny. So Wieneman, we know David Wieneman, and then V Jones, J Allen, T Connolly. Notice a lot of these people have not got heart rate. Shimada from the USA does have heart rate, and he's in Group B. And then the last of the Group A's is Haller from Germany, 4:26 per kilometre, so coming in at around about 22.5 minutes. Merrill, we know. Merrill often does some of the Monday Run Club's Wednesday workouts. So let's go back up, see how the leaders are getting on. So there's Ramirez. Ramirez now 1 minute. No, 53 seconds, 54 seconds ahead of M. Franks. Going across the bridge now over the Watopia Run Path. So the Watopia Run Path is a 5k path around the island of Watopia. There are no bikes allowed on this path. It's runners only. So we're very lucky because we can run on the cycle paths and our own run paths, but cyclists cannot go on our run paths. So we, as runners, actually have more miles of road to cover than the cyclists. Luke Merrill, thank you very much, Tim. Em Franks is killing it as the lead woman in this 5k today. No heart rate, so I can't see how hard she's working. It's a shame that the lead two, unfortunately, don't have heart rate. But Ramirez is steps per minute, 169. So he's got quite a slow cadence, really, for somebody running that quickly. I would expect it to be at least 180, 190, maybe even at that pace. I mean, he's running at 333 per kilometre. That is speedy. Unless he's just got a really long stride. M. Franks, see, M. Franks is up at 182, which is much more like I'd expect for that pace. Grissetti, let's see what Grissetti's doing. So we don't have cadence for Grissetti, but Jim's heart rate is 172, so he's well into red zone now. This is anaerobic zone for Jim. It's hurting. He's got just under 1.5 kilometres left, so he's really pushing, trying to keep right behind M. Franks there. James is in bed, he says. Best thing to do when you're in bed is watch me commentate on a 5k race. Buell 15, now that would be... Oh, Buell 15 is such a lovely race. Do you know what? You've actually, just saying that, you've tempted me. I may well sign... I'd love to sign up for Buell 15 again this year, actually. James, do you know what, James? I think I will see you there. I will see you at Buell 15. If you want to know, if you don't know what we're talking about, Buell 15. Buell Water is a beautiful reservoir here in Sussex, East Sussex, and there is a 15-mile race in the summer, July, I think it is, isn't it, James? A beautiful race around the reservoir, 15 miles. I have got a video of it from 2017 or 16 on my Film My Run YouTube channel. Go and have a look at my Film My Run YouTube channel. There's the details. And you'll find all my running videos over there. Search for Buell 15, Film My Run, and you'll find it on YouTube. Beautiful run. Megan, right, thank you. Tim is obviously, either Tim knows all these people or he's looking them up for me. Megan Franks is 35, age group 35. So between 35 and 40. Or 35 and 45, probably 35 and 40, and she's from Canada. We know she's from Canada, but she's called Megan. So perhaps there's some information on what's that one? What's it called? Athlinks. Is it athlinks.com? There might be some information about Megan on there. So we've got Ramirez in the lead, Megan Franks in second, Jim Grissetti in third, 2 seconds behind Megan. Norberg from Sweden in 4th place. Kipping. Sundberg, another one from Sweden. Verdut from Belgium. And then Shellard from the UK is the first UK athlete. He is down in 9th place at the moment. Whoa, okay, so... Tim Gross is passing me some information. 16:59 PB for 5k. So Megan Franks is a quick lady, quick runner. Kerry Thomas says she's glad she didn't run in this one. Don't like racing in the rain. Yes, it's raining on Watopia now. Treadmill gets very slippy, she says. And Tim's doing all the research. He says he found Megan's first name on the Zwift companion app, and then he's looked her up on Strava. Obviously, Strava's another good place to go if you know the person's name. So who's David? Is it David Shellard? D. Shellard. It rings a bell. So Megan has not managed to open up a massive gap on Jim Grissetti yet. So we've got Ramirez is way in front, is going to win the 5K. He is nearly finished. He's nearly there. 4.98 kilometers. He is going to win the very first Watopia 5K race. He's done it. First place in 18 minutes, just under 18 minutes for Jay Ramirez. Brilliant running. And M. Franks in third place. She has got 200 metres left to run. Grisetti is going to try and catch her, I'm sure. He is trying to catch her. They are neck and neck at 3:40 per kilometre. Can he get there? Can he get there? They're speeding up. Look, they're both speeding up. She is determined not to get caught, but Grisetti is going to come. Grisetti is after her. He is pushing it. 100 metres to go. Can she make it? Grisetti is really going for it, though, but he's not. I don't think he's going to quite make it. In fact, he suddenly seems... No, he's right there. He was 8 seconds behind, and then suddenly he's right behind her. But she should do it. She should just make it. Let's see that ticker tape. He is right behind her. Is he going to make it? Surely she's made it. She's made it. She's made it. She has made it. I think she's made it. We can be fairly confident that she came in for second. Sunderberg in sixth. They all get mixed up. When we get to the end of the race, everyone gets mixed up. They're all finishing now. Shellard in 1928, 1929. Come on, David. I think it's David. Daniel Shellard. Thank you, Daniel. So Daniel Shellard, 40 metres to go. Can he do it in under 20 minutes? He is pushing for under 20 minutes. Well done, Daniel. We can safely say he's got 9th. David Vinneman. He's not going to quite make it under 20 minutes. Just over 20 minutes for David. But a good run by him. And Jay Allen. 200 metres to go for Jay Allen from the USA. So Shellard has a PB of 21:29. So that is a PB, treadmill PB for him. Hopefully his calibration was all correct on his treadmill, on his foot pod. But that's a very good run by Daniel. Jay Allen, 100 metres to go, 80 metres to go. Going to come in... Ooh, not going to quite make it under 21 minutes. Ryan Downey, sub 20 is my next goal. Yes, you'll get that, Ryan. Oh, just going to make it under 20 minutes. Well done to Jay Allen.